Okay, here we go. My name is Siona Benjamin, and I am thrilled to be invited to do an installation at Montclair Art Museum. I was born and raised in India, by Jewish parents and Jewish family in Mumbai. There's no way that I cannot want to include that in my work. I do draw from so-called religion, though my work is not religious, it's contemporary art. But I think religion, mythology, storytelling plays a very big role in my work and in general in people's lives. The storytelling involved taking influences of mythological characters, which were sometimes religious, from Islam, from Hinduism, from my own Judaism. So I think I became a visual storyteller that way. When the museum asked me to think of images for what I would like to have displayed in this 30-foot installation, I immediately thought about Lilith. And she, for me, is this a powerful mythological character that's feminist and socio-political and asks all these kind of questions in my work. And she was the first wife of Adam. And this is all mythology, but she came before Eve, and she's she left Eden and she never came back, and she wanted equality and she didn't get it. So again, she is this first feminist character. I have this large palette of images, and so I decided to take different elements and remake a story. So I knew the central figure would be this character, but then what surrounded her was slowly evolved from the different parts of my paintings. I think in every artist's work, even if they're doing abstract work or they're doing figurative work, there's a self-portrait in there. So when I was creating these characters that are very much alive for me, they live with me, they are part of me, right? I thought about what shade of brown should I paint them, to suit my coloring, to suit a Jewish woman, of being a Jewish woman of color, Then I thought of blue because, I come from India, and people are always asking me, is it influenced by Indian mythology because of Krishna and some of these gods? But in Judaism also the talit is blue. There's so much blue in the synagogues that I grew up in. Most important of all, blue is the color of the sky and the ocean. And so I felt like that color became representation for me to make this character belong anywhere and nowhere at the same time. So the blue has become a representation of bridging that gap between people. And so this character has slowly evolved in that way. In the bubble around Lilith in the MAM banner, she says, "You must save us from their wrath." I'm influenced by Roy Lichtenstein, and doing a kind of riff off of his characters where the women are blonde and asking Brad for help while they sunk in the water. Mine are blue-skinned and asking for revenge. Or asking for justice. And so you invite the person in with beauty and with humor, and then you tell them what you want to say. As an artist, I think most artists it happens to, that your art becomes totally a part of your life. You're living and breathing it. It's not like it's a 9-to-5 job where you come back and then you just want to forget about it. I love living in Montclair. I think it's a wonderful town. It's beautiful. Our community is diverse. It is getting more diverse. And the understanding of that diversity is really important and key for a museum like the Montclair Art Museum to amplify, to celebrate. My work is influenced by my diverse background, and that I hope that the community will take away from it, will ask more questions, and will further celebrate other people and other artists in this complex diversity of our community, our country, and our world.